Today, class, we're going to learn just what graphic design is. Artists use all of the elements and principles of design in a unique way for graphic design, frequently done on the computer. Used to sell things, to communicate, to market, business. Symbols that create thoughts. Lettering that's perfectly connected to its purpose. Funny joke, I'm very fond of you because you're just my type. How does a product go from being a game to a backpack to a t-shirt to a toy? How do they package the toy so it looks fun? How about food in the grocery store? What makes you choose one over another? Choosing a book, one over another. Or sometimes graphic design is to give you very important information. Even the design of cars. Frequently on the computer, but also with your pencil. Sometimes you're going to wonder, what is art? With graphic design, art changes the world using just your imagination. Today, here are 3 examples of how you'll be grading your paper when you leave. We're creating a grid. You'll either decide A, B, or C. A used the ruler. B sometimes used the ruler and has the correct number of rectangles. C does not have enough lines, so it does not have enough rectangles, and they did not use the ruler. Good luck, everyone. Today, class, we're going to learn to measure and create a grid of rows and columns. For step 1, I want you to line the ruler up to the side of your paper. But because we're measuring, we want to make sure that the 0 mark on the ruler is next to the edge of the paper. We'll be using inches, not centimeters. Inches are a little larger. We're going to measure 3 inches and create a little line. And at 6 inches, create a little line, not a dot. Then we have to turn the ruler upside down. And again, make sure that the 0 is lined up with the edge of the paper. A line at 3 and a little line at 6 inches. 6 inches is the longer line next to the number 6. Now, if I turn my paper, it will be easier for me to connect my 2 lines. When you check to see if the ruler is touching the top line and touching the bottom line, check with your eyes, top and bottom, and you only put your hand at the bottom of the ruler. When you push your pencil, it will push the ruler. If you check the bottom, check the top, and put your hand in the center of the ruler, when you pull the pencil toward you, it will make sure you have a straight line. I don't need to worry about where the 0 mark is now, because I just want to make sure that I have the line showing on top of the ruler, and here the line showing. I want to draw a straight line. Carefully place my hand on the ruler and press flat onto the paper. Now, by pulling the pencil towards me, I create a straight line. I can do this again. First, check the top, then the bottom. Place your hand on the ruler to hold it still. and connect the two dots. Now, if I place the ruler at the bottom of my paper, I make sure that the 0 is at one edge. I can look at the other edge and see that my paper is 12 inches long. I'm going to make 3 marks. The first mark is at 4 inches. The second mark is at 6 inches. And the last mark is at 8 inches. Again, I'm going to turn my paper upside down so I can make the same marks on the opposite side of the paper. Lining up the 0 and the 12. I'm looking for the 4-inch mark, the 6-inch mark, and the 8-inch mark. Now, using the ruler, we put one hand at the top of the ruler and one hand at the bottom. Your eyes have to move from the top to the bottom of the paper, making sure that you can see the mark at the top and the bottom. Then, remember to place your hand in the center of the ruler before pulling your pencil towards you. Again, one hand on each end of the ruler, so when you see that the top is right, you can hold it still. And then you look at the bottom end of the ruler, you make sure it's in the right place. Take both hands away and place one in the center. Pull the pencil towards you. Finished.